Welcome to behind the scenes of Splatoon 2! Yay! This project started all the way back in February. Even before the channel had started, I knew I wanted to do this. I'd never really recorded music professionally before, so this was the first thing, and it was quite challenging. We recorded the music again back in February. Overall, this was a really difficult project to do. It had so many challenging bits, but it was a lot of fun. The original idea was there was going to be 8 actors, and there would be 2 teams of 4, like ordinary Splatoon battles. Unfortunately, that didn't quite turn out. I couldn't find 8 people, so I had to settle with only 4. And this got me thinking about the idea of still having 2 teams of 4, but everyone portrays 2 characters, 1 on each team, which means they would have every person would have 2 separate costumes, and then you'd only see shots from people in their different kind of costumes. I think it did work. Sometimes it's a little bit iffy and people might be confused on what's going on. The music was challenging, but really fun and really satisfying to me. Again, it was the first time I'd ever done professional recording, and it turned out really well, I think. So it was me on synthesizer and drums. Then I had Tom, my good friend Tom, come in, who did some saxophone work. Lastly, we got another guy called Sam, who did the whole guitar and bass stuff, and that was fantastic. Once I knew that we had a guitar and bass guy, everything was just going to fall together really nicely, and it did. I also had a bit of trouble recording the synth part because I was trying to keep the Squid Sisters upright, but I had quite a bit of trouble with Callie staying up. As for the costumes were simultaneously the easiest and hardest part. The costumes themselves are quite simple. You just have a shirt, you just have black pants, that's pretty much it for the costumes. But the challenging part was the wigs and the weapons. And even though they were simple in concept, trying to execute them was harder. Fortunately, she was available to play the girl Inkling, and because of her cosplaying skills, she knew exactly how to make the wigs, so I sort of left that up to her. She also was the one responsible for printing out the shirts as well. If you've seen Splatoon cosplays, they all have black masks on, and the problem is, black masks just look dumb. They look goofy, and they make people just not look very serious. So I thought, let's just get rid of the mask entirely, and let's just put like a wash of black eyeliner over the eyes. Because then, it wouldn't look so goofy, and it would be kind of easier to do, because otherwise you have to try and find all these masks. Next is the weapons. We definitely had the most trouble trying to figure out the weapons. I ended up buying a water gun that looks like the splatter shot. We tried 3D printing some. We 3D printed the Lunar Blaster, which worked out really well. Jaden just one day managed to find these 2 water pistols that look exactly like the Splat Dualies. So we have the Splatter Shot, the Lunar Blaster, and the Splat Dualies. We would just need 1 more weapon to have 4 different types of weapons. And I just went with the cheapest idea ever, and I just got a bucket. Just a bucket. Lastly, the special effects. I'm not very good at special effects. I'm going to try and get other people to do it for me in the future because I'm terrible at them. My goal was to make it look somewhat realistic. I ended up going with just Action Essentials 2 with all their different kinds of water effects, and then just putting them in, changing the color of them, and just going with that. And I don't think it was terribly bad. I mean, I'm sure there's better ways to do it. I'm not a special effects expert, but I feel like I did a pretty good job for my first time considering. So yeah, this is just a really quick rundown of what we did. Hope you enjoyed the main video, because as you can see we put literally months of effort into making it. I can't wait for Splatoon 2 to come out in, I think, 2 days when this is being recorded. It's going to be great. See you next time.